Hello everyone. In this example video, we're going to go through solving systems of equations by elimination. Now, the elimination method. We've learned that the elimination method is often faster and simpler than substitution and graphing. So, how do we do it? Let's go over the steps. We take two equations and we add or subtract them together in order to delete one of the variables. So over here, if we added equation 1 and 2 together, we have 4x minus 4x, which becomes 0. X has vanished. X has been eliminated. Now, we have 8y plus 2y, which is 10y, and then 20 minus 30, which is minus 10. So this gives you a new equation in one variable, which you can then solve using algebra for that variable. And once you have the value for that, you plug it into one of your earlier equations, minus 4x plus 2 times minus 1 is equal to minus 30, and then you solve for the other variable. So this gives us x is equal to 28 over 4 or 7, and y is equal to minus 1. So our answer is 7 minus 1. Now, let's try something harder. Remember, when you first see a system of equations, one of the first things to check is whether you can reduce one of them. If you can take one equation and divide all the terms by a number, because that will make your elimination process much simpler. So over here, we can divide all the terms in equation 2 by 2. So if we do that, we get 4x plus y is equal to 15. So that's a useful thing to keep in mind. In this particular system, it's not that helpful, because we have 2y in the first equation and 2y in the second equation. So if we subtracted these two equations from each other, we would get 7x minus 8x, that's minus x, plus 0 is equal to minus 6. X is equal to 6. And if we plug that back in, we can use our simpler equation to plug it back in. 4 times 6 plus y is equal to 15. Y is equal to 15 minus 24. Y is equal to minus 9. So our answer is 6 minus 9. A good thing to do while solving systems of equations is plugging in your answer back into another one of the equations, just to double check that it's right. So if we plug this into equation 1, we would have 7 times 6 plus 2 times minus 9 is equal to 24. That's 42 minus 18, which is equal to 24, which it should be equal to. So we're good. Our third problem. Try this one, and we'll go over it together. Now, okay, first we check if we can simplify them, and it looks like we can't. So our next step is to eliminate one of the variables. So you can choose which variable to eliminate here. I'll eliminate x in this example. Now, one way to do this would be to multiply equation 1 times 4 and then equation 2 times 7. This would give us x terms which are equivalent to each other. If we multiply minus 7 times 4, we get minus 28x, and minus 4 times 7 will give us also minus 28x. So using this, we know we'd get the same coefficients for the x terms. And then minus 8 times 4, that's minus 32. Y is equal to 36. And 9 times 7, that's 63y, is equal to negative 154. Now, if we subtract the first equation from the second one, or the second one from the first one, we have 28 minus minus 28, so that's 0, plus 32 minus 63, which is minus 95y, and then 36 minus minus 154, which is 190. And now we solve for y. We get y is equal to 190 over 95. Y is equal to 2, or negative 95, so negative 2. If we plug that back into our original equations, we have minus 4x plus 9 times minus 2 is equal to minus 22. So that's minus 4x minus 18 is minus 22. Minus 22 plus 18 is equal to minus 4. So we have minus 4x is equal to minus 4. X must be equal to 1. So our answer is 1 minus 2. And of course, we should double check with our first equation. If x is 1, then our first equation is minus 7 times 1 minus 8, y is minus 2, should be equal to 9. That's minus 7 plus 16 is equal to 9, which is correct. So we found the right answer here. An important thing to note when eliminating, and when trying to find multiples to multiply the coefficients by to get the same coefficient in both equations, is you don't always have to multiply them by each other, as we did here. Say you had 3x, and say you had actually 6x and 4x. You could, of course, multiply the first equation by 4 to get 24x, and the second equation by 2, or second equation by 6 to get 24x. But you could also multiply the first equation by 2 to get 12x, and the second equation by 3 to get 12x. So try to keep an eye out for that. Easier ways to solve the problem.